Hi everyone, Jess here, and today I'm joined with Sam Chamberlain from FLYR. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks, Jess.
So when it comes to offer and order, some airlines are all in and others are a little bit hesitant. Where do you think this hesitancy is coming from? What's underpinning it, and how can we move past it as an industry?
I think some of that hesitancy is, first of all, is it going to deliver the value that the industry is promising and that vendors are promising? It's completely new, so airlines haven't implemented this yet. So it's something new that's a little bit unproven and unknown. I think parts of the hesitancy are also coming from it's complicated. Like, this is new systems, new technology, can it really be solved, and things like that. People need to see proof of it in the market.
Absolutely, and the proof will come in time as well as we get more and more use cases.
Absolutely, and airlines are starting to implement this already. We're implementing this year with Riyadh Air. They're going to be the first digitally native offer and order airline in the world, and so they're going to show other airlines the proof and what can be done.
Absolutely, and there's a lot of eyes on Riyadh Air at the moment to see how everything unravels. So you spoke just earlier today actually about bringing in a golden age of travel. In your opinion, what do you think this would look like?
It's interesting, like we're harking back to this idea of what travel was like in the 50s and the 60s, and you think of that as this kind of very kind of like trope image of like lots of leg room and a buffet cart with lobster on it on a flight, and that's what people invoke in their head when you say the golden age of travel. I don't know if that's coming back, but what that implied was kind of no anxiety and no kind of like dread of travel. It was like, I'm booking a trip and I'm going to have an awesome time, and it was something to look forward to. And today, travel is very anxiety inducing. Because, and not just about physically taking a ride on an airplane, but when I book it, what am I going to get? What happens if it goes wrong? Like, if my flight gets cancelled or moved, do I take care of that? Does somebody else take care of that? What happens if my bags don't make it? So all of this is kind of inducing this stress. And for me, the golden age of travel is getting back to that kind of stress-free. And the idea that you're booking a trip and you're going to enjoy every minute of it, and nothing's going to kind of stand in the way of that, really.
Definitely, that absolutely sounds amazing, and I'm sure everyone would love to get back to that. In your opinion, how do you think, what's the main way we can get back to that element of sort of certainty? Is it in how airlines manage their disruption, or is it about technology that can absolutely minimize disruption at all?
Disruption's one part of it, but I think the biggest part is putting more control in the passengers' hands, is giving them more choice. So they have the ability to self-service, they have the ability to make the decisions that suit them about their travel. It sort of gives them the confidence that if things go wrong, they're going to be able to take care of it. They can take care of it themselves. They can use their preferred device, whether it's their smartwatch or it's their mobile phone or something completely different. That there's no restriction on what the passenger is able to do and make their own choices about their travel preferences. And I think that's what sort of makes it happen, really.
Of course. And then speaking about flexibility, where do you think is the flexibility that airlines will gain through this offer and order, and what's the ROI for airlines here?
The flexibility really comes in not being constrained to retail and sell flights. And that sounds a little bit strange because airlines sell flights. That's what they have, that's their product. But over the years, they've evolved to selling a little bit more than that. They sell a checked-in bag, and they sell, a preferred seat reservation, or they might sell Wi-Fi on board or something like this. But these are all things that are associated with this core concept of a flight. But what airlines want to do is to become digital retailers like their adjacent industry counterparts. They look at the Amazons of the world and they see that actually, Amazon started off selling books, but they don't just sell books today, right? And so that's what they want to get to. They want to get to this flexibility of being able to take any content, third-party content that may be nothing to do with a flight. It may be a trip to the zoo or a football game at your destination or something like this that can be bundled and personalised in a targeted way, and that's unique to you as a passenger, that's therefore giving you a better guest experience. And that flexibility will lead to that better guest experience at the end of the day.
Absolutely, and airlines are really well positioned to be that sort of they are naturally that first point of contact when you're going abroad. You rarely book your hotel before you book your flight. So they are in that sort of first frontier of engagement with the passenger. So that should be something that can really be leveraged. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. There's lots of ways that the airline is getting in front of a passenger at different parts of the passenger journey and the booking life cycle. So inspiration before they've actually started shopping and sort of marketing outreach, right through booking, right through servicing and fulfillment, while they're on their trip, after their trip. There's so many different ways that they can get in front of a passenger, that they have this ability now to be able to kind of move into this new world and offer this.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing your insights today, Sam.
Yeah, thank you.